It's time for our daily dose of cope, and we have Leonetta Clausen filling in at the news anchor desk today as a special correspondent. Let's jump right on into the stories. So many stories to get to, so many faces being eaten. Back in December, Joe Biden says, I pray to God that the president-elect throws away Project 2025. I think it would be an economic disaster. And to that, this person named Carter says, golly, why can you not comprehend that he has nothing to do with Project 2025? These people really believe that he had nothing to do with this project. And then back in November, Carter is responding to Trump saying, do you agree that pride flags should be banned from government buildings? Yes or no? And Carter's like, yes. Now Carter is saying, my brother-in-law got fired from a federal VA position because he had been there 11 and a half months. Their jobs stay in probationary period for 12 months. We didn't vote for this. He has a family to feed, and the VA medical system is in no position to lose employees. We've been tricked. You were not tricked. You just believed lies. You believed what you wanted to believe. That's why you guys are being caught off guard. Now we have a story under the You Voted for That subreddit. All right, it's titled, Trump Supporting Friend Lost Their Job. All right, she says, I have a family friend who was a huge Trump supporter, and I mean incredibly pro-Trump. She was one of those conspiracy theory types who doesn't believe in vaccines, is anti-immigration, she's Cuban, thinks the 2020 election was rigged, just a complete crank. She has a job at the FAA, which pays her relatively well enough to afford nice vacations and give her really good benefits. During the lead up to the election, she would always contact me and my parents, who all voted for and supported Kamala, to tell us how great Trump is, how he would save the country and stop communism from coming to the United States and save Cuba. Anyways, she hasn't contacted us in 2 weeks, and I just found out it's because Doge fired her from the FAA. I should probably feel bad since she's been nothing but nice to my family and me, but knowing who she is and what she believes, I can't help but feel vindicated. I completely understand, Ocean Blue. Cat goes roar, says, I'm messy. I call her just to catch up. Mediocre proposals like, me too. Hey, what you been up to? How's work been? Big Daddy Steve says, good thing they fired all those lazy freeloading government employees. Exactly, because everybody else is the lazy ones that needed to be fired. The good people are the ones that have a family and are just middle class, regular people and all of that. Now let's look at Don, a Trump supporter. He says, I'm a conservative and a Republican. I voted for Trump in all 3 of the presidential elections that he's won. Oh, okay, he's one of those. I even backed his cabinet picks, including RFK. That being said, I disagree 100% with the proposed overhaul of the SNAP program. Why? Well, it's simple. On average, studies show that healthier food costs more than other options that some may consider unhealthy. People who are on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, colloquially referred to as food stamps, are on this program because they need help affording groceries due to the fact that they are, shall we say, financially challenged. I happen to be one of those people, and I'm on SNAP, so I speak from experience. We are counting every penny. Long story short, if the government wants the people on SNAP to buy healthier food, then it needs to increase the amount that we receive so that we can actually afford said healthy food. It's a huge problem when you continue to receive the same amount of assistance and yet it doesn't buy as much food anymore. At that point, people start missing meals, and that really isn't healthy. Rant over. Everything else, Doge, no men and women's sports, America regaining respect from other nations, Gaza, Russia, etc. Keep up the great work. So he likes all of this other stuff. And nothing that Trump has done thus far has actually decreased the price of groceries, decreased the cost of housing, done anything about these jobs, just cutting funding, firing folks. But he's like, keep up the good work. Doge, is the one that's sitting up here firing people, but they're not concerned about anything else only what happens to in their particular life. Now, won't things straight honed in on, I happen to be one of those people, saying, and there it is. The only moral government assistance is my government assistance. Everything else and everyone else can F off. Now, give me free effing money so I don't starve. And that's the thing. Welfare, food stamps have been demonized when Black folks take it. But when it's, his kind, it's like, it's just assistance. It's just helping people. They don't see it as assistance or helping people when it's darker people. And then Kelter at the bottom says, yep, this nation suffers from a profound lack of decency and empathy. Oh, he continues with, and self-awareness. Was it Greg T. Nelson with the famous rant about how he got welfare and didn't need handouts in the same sentence? And it looks like someone posted a quote from Craig T. Nelson. I don't know Craig T. Nelson. It says, I go into business, I don't make it. I go bankrupt, they're not going to bail me out. I've been on food stamps and welfare. Anybody help me out? No, no. What? I go into business, I don't make it. I go bankrupt, they're not going to bail me out. I've been on food stamps and welfare. Anybody help me out? No, no. I would say that welfare and food stamps is somebody helping you, but I don't know who Greg T. Nelson is anyway. All right, y'all, let's keep it moving. We got another one. This one's from Summer Badamo. She says, Donald J. Trump, Doge Subcommittee. I'm an Army veteran, disabled, and have 5 years of government service. But because I changed agencies and my service didn't count towards a new probationary period, I had to start over with a new probationary period because the HR rules are stupid. I lost my job. None of us should have to endure this, but especially those who have protections we've earned. Is it kind of like DEI, Summer Badamo? I voted for you 3 times, and I believe in what you want to do, but this isn't the way. I have been in a BS AI job market for months, and I can't afford to go back into it. I have a husband who is disabled and children. This is disgusting and irrational and wrong on so many levels. Grabbing the fresh fruit because it's low hanging and leaving the rotten to hide in the trees is not doing what's right for the American people. The rotten fruit won't go away just because someone responds to an email lying about what they did last week isn't going to do either. So she's important because she's a veteran. Her husband is disabled. She has children, but all those other people are lying in their email and they're rotten fruit and she's fresh fruit. That's how these people think. They think that they are the exception to the rule and everybody else is out there just doing terrible jobs. This is the reason why I keep saying I want them to feel it for 2 to 3 years. I want them to feel stress because they still have not learned the lesson and they deserve to wake up stressed and feeling terrible every single day. So that was a Facebook post. So this is some of the comments. Lori Ann says, your best bet is to put this on X and tag them. At the very least, you have to make this public or they will not see the tag. So they're really acting like if you tag Doge and tag Trump, they're going to see it and maybe change their mind and reconsider. That's why they made this is a public post. That's why so many people are over here laughing. And then Summer says, I just made it public and I'll have to start an X account. Margaret says, Summer, you should send this directly to President Trump. Maybe it'll make a difference. Because he just cares so much. They've seen it. This one has 233 laugh reacts. All these people are just laughing at this. She just started this job January 28th. Let's end with Jacob. He says, I've been a proud Trump supporter for 3 elections, and now my business just got cut off from our federal contract. This is bull. We're not some DEI quota filler. We do real hard work. We need to get in touch with someone ASAP to fix this mess. Like and share so the right people see this. It really makes me sad that so many people equate DEI to something nefarious and then they're just good people. And this is why I want them to keep on feeling it worse and first, feel it hard so that maybe they'll come to their senses. They probably won't though. Anyways, like, comment.
There won't be a country left to run, sir, if you guys just sit back and are afraid of a primary. Because I hear President Musk has threatened a primary any Republican who doesn't get on board.
What's not reasonable is taking this chainsaw approach, which they obviously admit when they fired these people and then decided, oh, we fired the wrong people. We got to bring them back in.
How can you tell me that Doge, with some college whiz kids from a computer terminal, after about a week or maybe two, has determined that it's okay to cut veterans' benefits?
Calling those people with different abilities leeches and losers, and that they're leeching off the system.
I don't believe it. Okay.
You don't believe it, you can read it. You are in denial.
You are doing us a disservice.
How can we be represented by you if you don't have a voice in Congress?
We cannot just sit back and wait.
Right.
Things are happening at warp speed, illegal things that are having consequences right now, and we need you.
The people would like to know what you, Congressman, and your fellow congressmen are going to do to rein in the megalomaniac in the White House.
After hearing from constituents like this,
You are doing us a disservice to set that down and not stand up for us.
Republicans are now hitting the brakes on in-person town halls. That's after several Republican members received quite a bit of pushback over President Trump and Elon Musk's cuts to the federal government. And that has led to viral clips, negative headlines, and overall public blowback that Republicans worry could end up costing them votes. Now, GOP aides have told us that has led leaders to encourage their colleagues in the House to avoid this format altogether. They've even gone as far as to say that if they feel the need to have a town hall, they should do it virtually or even vet the attendees before they get in the room. But even those formats might be off the table, with one Republican lawmaker telling us that these heated exchanges have so spooked his colleagues that they might not want to do town halls at all.